Well, we're back at the Color Country Model Railroad Club's open house in St. George, Utah for 2025. This week we're at the Garden Railroad of Dick Saunders.
I love his railroad. It's been inspirational for the one that we're making.
And last week we were at the railroad of Tim Fitch. And here's a link to that fabulous garden railroad. And just like, I don't know, a block, 2 blocks up the street from him is Dick Saunders.
Right, they're practically neighbors.
And because they built their own home here, they were able to design the backyard in such a way that the yard itself is flat and then the railroad is terraced this way. And the really neat thing about that is it means that they have a ground level garden railroad so that they can have trees and plantings and all of the usual things you have while still having an elevated railroad that you could just walk up to.
Right.
It's just like our railroad that's built on bench work, only it's ground level.
Right.
Best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Dick and his wife have followed an Old West theme.
I love it.
It's slightly whimsical, some of the store names and stuff. It sort of reminds me of Frontierland at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a wonderful Old West themed garden railroad with just a hint of whimsical humor thrown in. Now, while some of the vehicles and so on are plastic, for the most part, what we have here are scratch-built wooden buildings that they've made themselves, and they have to maintain themselves because this stuff's out year-round.
Yes.
Now, I've often said that garden railroading is all about maintenance.
Oh, yeah.
It's one thing to build it, and it's a lot of work to build it, but it's just a constant battle with sun and weather and so on. And so you do a lot of maintenance.
I can imagine, yes.
And when I look at this railroad, it's so well maintained. Everything's just perfect. And that just doesn't happen.
No.
That's a lot of work. They've got 2 different main lines here, 2 loops that go around so that they can run 2 trains totally independently from each other. The main line here goes up a grade and around a spiral and back down. And then there's also a shorter little main line that just kind of goes around the western town. And the little mine train here goes around on that that main line down below.
Most of my.
Well, because it's an elevated railroad, the kids don't have any trouble looking at it right from eye level.
Yeah, that's one thing about a totally ground level railroad. Unless you're down on your hands and knees, it's kind of hard to see what's going on. This is just great for everybody, and it's just the right height so that both the kids and the adults can get right up to it and see it.
Well, kids are about the only one that can get down at eye level when it's on the ground.
That or somebody that's down on their hands and knees, which is sometimes my I used to have a ground level.
Yes.
And boy, I'll tell you what, it's I'm so much happier having an elevated railroad.
Yeah, I am too.
And I have to add that Dick and his wife are so much fun. And when they open up their house this way, they entertain people and they put on a great show.
Right.
They're just fun people.
Are you going to put large locomotives?
making trouble. Oh no, the train's going to beat us. Now they also have a really neat collection of other trains. They'll usually have 2 or 3 or maybe 4 of them out on the railroad, but they have a whole lot of other locomotives and stuff and rolling stock that they can use here, like this big standard gauge locomotive here.
Right.
And it's just fun that they can bring out all these different trains and run them on this fabulous railroad.
When trains finally die, they still have a place.
Well, we have a lot of other railroads to look at.
We do.
We've just barely scratched the surface here, and hopefully you're going to want to follow along with that. We have more garden railroads like this one, and this is a railroad we'd never seen before. I think it was all brand new, so that was really exciting to see.
Yes.
Well, it's always fun to come down to the open house in St. George. And St. George is such a beautiful place.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Well, hopefully you're going to want to follow along. And so if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe by clicking on the upcoming blue button. Zoink! Right there, the blue button. Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring. And we'll see you here on Tuesday.
Right.
I want to show you how to drive spikes.
Oh, boy.
See you then.
We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.